Okay, much longer than expected. I'll give you a. I'll give if you haven't watched part one and part two, go back and watch part one and part two. You don't have to watch it before. It doesn't really matter. But this one single pen. This is an unbelievable penny roll that we found, and not found. That we got from the bank, and it's all copper. And the condition, and there's these crazy errors. Some of them can be valuable. One of them that we found in part two is possibly 1963p 1D023P minor doubling in the FGWT, and in poor condition it's a $50 penny, right? So what did it say? FGWT. Where's the F? Oh, no, IGWT, excuse me. IGWT. And of course, there's the last T is the real. I mean, you can see it all over the place. So if this was, if this, and I'm not saying it is, I'm saying if it is a 1DO, and this is an AU50 condition, it could be $100 penny. Is it? I don't know. Anyway, and look at the penny that we're starting off with. I'll grab the one that's on the whatever. Let me see. I got my little awl, my sewing awl. All right, this one right here. Look at the condition of this. This is ridiculous. Okay, I'm not gonna say it's a once in a lifetime, because if you look at the other, I found I've received other very good penny rolls from the bank before, much more valuable than any of these. And there were 30 of them from the group that I got in that was from months ago. But irregardless, this penny right here, right? In this condition, you're talking about a $2, $3, $4, $5 penny, maybe more. All right, the reverse does drop it down a little bit. All right, now we're going to start a new row for part 3. And again, centered. We got a centered penny. Look how centered this is. See how it's a different, how the edge is a different color. Look at the wire rim. You see the copper? That's the color of the penny. But because of the centering, has a different color on it. Yeah, and you can see in the high points, right? The high points on the wire rim, right? That's the color error. The wire rim, the tops of the numbers and the letters, you see how it's copper? So the centering, the annealing rubbed off, right? In 52 years, some of the annealed copper dust rubbed off, right? In 52 years. You can see it right here, right? But all of this is annealing. That's all copper dust. These were the blanks, the planchets at the bottom of. So when they say you're really digging the bottom of the barrel, this is what they're talking about. This is from the bottom of the barrel with the planchets that had the dust on it, and you can see it, right? How's a copper penny supposed to look on the edge? Right? That's copper dust, annealed, sintered to the penny. And this is a pretty good example of that. And you can see all the high points where the sintering and annealing rubbed off, right? The edge. That's a very good example of an annealed sintered scent. '69, we're looking for possibly the floating roof, weak FG. Nope. And I'm not talking about like verifiable errors. I'm just saying things that we take a notice of. Floating roof's not worth much. I bought I think it was an MS condition floating roof for what, $10 graded. Is another beautiful 68. '61. Now this is just a brown penny, right? So if you want to see the difference, see, on the left, it's just a brown penny. On the right, that's sintering. And you can see that the colors are different. This one looks almost painted. That's, like I said, it's the copper dust. How cool is that? You see? And then we could grab the nice shiny one if you want to make that. That would be a nice what's that called? Thumbnail. So one of the reasons why I break these up into parts is because if I don't, I know I'm going to rush through it. And if I rush through it, because I don't want a single video being that long, I'm going to miss something. 100% I'm going to miss something. So for example, the penny that I showed at the beginning of the video, if you just looked at this very quickly, you might go, oh, nice penny, copper, put into the copper pile. But if this is the error, it could be a $50 penny. Could be. The 4 has an ever so slightly double into it.